The Godfather is a film that is based on an Italian-American family. Vito Corleone puts family above all else, and business friends are regarded to as familia. As tensions between the five families increases, Vito's son Sonny dies. This puts another of Vito's sons, Michael, in the position to be the Godfather. The Godfather portrays many hidden messages and artifacts that display on screen that may foreshadow leading events. For example, Francis Ford Coppola uses mise-en-scène and sound techniques to create extensive meaning in The Godfather. Throughout the movie, we can see that there is a drastic difference between light and dark, and knowing and not knowing. Through popular culture and literature, light is the entrance into the soul of people. In this first scene, we can see that Vito Corleone is the darkest character in the scene, and he is looking down from a position of power in Buenos Aires. There's also extreme harsh lighting to enforce the idea that Vito is calm and in full control of his emotions. This becomes the case because Vito uses his hand to motion to others a request, and this reassures that he is the most powerful. Also during this scene, Vito is lit from above, which casts a shadow under his eyes. This lighting sets up a constant reoccurring theme within the movie that Vito is untouchable in the dark, and that his audience can never truly understand him. We can also see that Vito is holding his cat, which is a parallel to his personality because between the both of them, they're both wise, quiet, and mysterious. Later on, as the Godfather is buying fruit to eat, he's in the open and is not behind secure gates. At this point, a street musician begins to play a theme song, which is foreshadowing that something evil is about to happen, and in this case, it's the attempted murder of Vito. This shows that Vito is becoming weaker and more vulnerable, and because of this, two men charge him and attempt to murder him. As he's dying, he's completely engulfed in light, and there's an aerial view of him, and this symbolizes that God is watching and is coming down to take Vito. Coppola also constantly uses audio cues within the film to reassert the motif of evil. He usually pairs the sound with on-screen acts to keep the theme in motion. Michael then heads to the bathroom and stumbles around the stall to find the gun. We can hear his frantic panic as he cannot find the gun. But when Michael finally finds the gun, the shuffling ends, and he has to compose himself. The audio and editing coupled together brings more suspense to the audience because the editing shows that time is passing. He then returns back to Salazzo and the captain, and at this point Michael is not paying attention and is only paying attention to the train sounds outside. The train braking symbolizes the time coming to a halt, and this corresponds with the adrenaline he's feeling. However, he's becoming more angry and is trying to savor the moment. Another example is when Michael comes into Carlo's house and we find him on the phone trying to escape reality. We quickly learn from the dialogue between Michael and Carlo that he wasn't going to let him slide, but he was calm in talking with him.
Mike, you got it all wrong. You fingered Sonny for the Barzini people. That little farce you played with my sister.
Throughout the scene, we can hear that 3 crows are heard in the background, and this is a show of bad luck. When Michael questions Carlo on 2 of the members of the opposite family, his face is half dark and half light.
Tattaglia or Barzini?
When Carlo confesses and Michael decides to kill Carlo, his face is fully engulfed in darkness.
Good.
When they both step outside for Carlo to get into the car, a crow can be heard for the last time, and it's the loudest time, which shows that Carlo's death is coming.